Hey guys, this is Kobe with Rural Bible Reviews. This will be my first review. I am going to start this one off with the ESV English Standard Version Omega edition in the brown Horween leather. It does come in this nice two-piece box. I really do like their boxes. I like their packaging. I like the black and the gold. It's really good. Looks good together. You open the box up, you'll get this pledge card from them, which is also really nice. Tells you all about their lifetime guarantee. You can pause the video and read that. But they do have great customer service. I have had to deal with them before, and it was awesome. The Bible does come wrapped in this, I guess it's like a velour, a velvet. I don't know. Every time I see one like this, if you're a 80s fan and never seen Coming to America, I always think about the barbershop scene because, he asked the guy, so what is that, velvet? It's beautiful. But anyway, flip it over. You can pause right there to read all about it, but it does have a 10.5 point font, art gilding. The box does say it has 2 ribbon markers, but it actually has 4. We'll get into that in a minute. It does have cross references, presentation page, extra smooth sewn binding, and of course your lifetime guarantee, which is a part of that pledge card. It explains that to you. And I will flip this over, and I will let you see here. Oh, it's over here. You can pause if you would like. There's your ISBN and your retail. It does retail for $329.99. You might be able to find this cheaper somewhere else. As of right now on the Crossway website, the Omega and the Heirloom are both sold out, but the Legacy is still available in Horween. So they got wiped out pretty good on that sale. But when you open this up, I also have this in goatskin. And when I got it and opened it up and checked it out, it was really nice. Once I unwrapped the Bible and, of course, gave it the good old sniff test, it did smell very good. The goatskin leather. But this one was a lot different. I got it, opened it up. And as soon as I took the lid off, the smell of leather just, it was incredible. The way I can describe it is if you ever got a new baseball glove as a kid, or, a lot of people have been saying, boots, if you go into a boot store and all you smell is leather, or, like I remember as a child, the church I grew up in, we would make leather belts, like we'd have the leather and, we would, hammer our names in the back. A guy that I, went to church with, he used to work at a place called the Leather Factory. And when I'd go see him sometimes, literally leather factory. That's all it was in there was leather. They made saddles and belts and wallets and everything. You just smell leather. That's what this reminded me of. I got it yesterday. And it's, very smooth, very slick. I haven't had mine long enough yet for it to break in. It does have some marks here and there. You can see where I had my hand a few minutes ago, and how it does. It's really neat. I can't wait to see how this, wears with time. It does have nice perimeter stitching, as you can see. You get over here, you do have your 4, yes, we know Crossway ribbons are trash, but they are 4 double-sided satin ribbons. They do come in 4 different colors. You have your beige, black, brown, and I almost call that one a copper. Get to the spine. You have 4 raised hubs with tooling around them. It is blind stamped, so there's no gold foil. It does say Holy Bible, has the ESV logo, English Standard Version, and the Crossway logo. What I like about it is the thinness of it. It's super thin. It's not a very big Bible. I got a ruler here. We'll do some measuring. It is about 9.5 by about 6.5. And as far as thickness goes, as you can see, just a little over an inch, about 1.25 inches. Perfect for an everyday carry. You open it up, get on the inside. You do have a cow skin liner, and as you can see, or cow hide liner, I should say. Corner work. Looks really, really good. It is edge lined. You do have the vinyl end piece over here. You open it up, and you have these slick sheets. Get to your presentation page, and it is on that same type of sheet. It's kind of slick, so if you do fill this out and you use like a felt type pen, you may want to give it time and let it dry before you close the other sheet on top of it, because it will smudge for sure. Then you have your marriages, your births and adoptions, and your deaths. Then you get right into it, your title page, the Holy Bible, ESV, and your other title page with a little bit more detail, and we get to the good stuff. It says right here, ESV Bible, the Omega Thin Line Reference Edition. ESV Text Edition, of course, is the 2016, but this is what everybody has been wanting to see, printed in Netherlands. I have one of the premium Bibles from China. It is the ESV Verse by Verse Bible, and I can just say whenever I got my first Omega in the goat skin and compared it to that ESV Preaching Bible, just night and day difference. Now, the Preaching Bible is nice. I mean, I like it. Just the gilding, the leather. The only thing that was the same was the ribbons. That was it. You get over here, you got your contents page. This paper is very smooth. It almost reminds me of the Topaz by Cambridge, if you ever felt it. It's almost like it has a coating to it. It is 28 GSM. It is easy to turn. You have your preface explaining the translation philosophy, things like that. If you're not familiar with the ESV, I highly recommend reading it. Now, notice, look how flat this is. It does have a little bit of a hump because I haven't, done the break-in yet, but the Bible itself, look how flat it's laying. It's awesome. Turn the page, you get to your features, talking about the cross-reference system, the section headings, all of those things. And then you get right into it here. You have one page, the Old Testament, and then you get right to it. There is no book introductions, which for a reference Bible like this, you don't really need it. We have the internet, we have our Bible apps. You can get all the info you need off them. But this is a 10.5 point font, double column paragraph style. It is easy to read. It's, I'm 49. I don't have the best eyesight, but it's very easy to read for me. You do have your cross references at the bottom of the second column on each page. And then you have your footnotes at the bottom. This is a line matched Bible. And kind of like most Bibles, when you have your spaces where you have, your poetry sections, things like that, you can see through a little bit more, but the camera does add more. Kind of like the, camera adds, 10 pounds to you, to your weight. The ghosting here is added by the camera, but it's not that bad. Check out this beautiful art gilding, though. That's another difference between this one and the China premiums. The gilding wasn't quite this dark. I really like the gilding on this. We'll get over here to the Psalms. Let you see how they are laid out. And as you can see, the Psalms are verse by verse, poetic settings, very beautiful. One thing about this too, and we'll get to it in a minute about these ribbons, that kind of gave me a fit, was the way they're put in here. Well, they're stacked on top of each other, and I'm kind of critical of the ribbons. I'm kind of spoiled to your other ribbons, but from other publishers, that's one thing Crossway really needs to step their game up on. But as you can see, we're in Matthew here. It is a black letter text. I like that. Black letter, red letter. I prefer black. I can deal with red as long as the red is done good. But this one is black letter, so do keep that in mind. And again, it's incredible how it just lays open. I'm turning and we're almost to the back here, and here we are. Revelation. I don't have anything on this Bible. I'm not touching it, and you can see it's just laying flat. You get to the end, Revelation here, and you have your weights and measures and a concordance. Your concordance is 3 columns. It is easy to read. It's a good concordance. It ends here. So, like I say, it does have, it's 59-page concordance, so it is a good concordance. Then we get to the maps. They are on the glossy paper. Maps I can take or leave. I personally don't use them, so you could leave them out, but there's a few of them. To me, the best maps done by the Bible publishers are done by Horween. They usually put theirs on like a matte paper, and their coloring is different. But these are fine. I mean, for what they are. Then you get to the end here, and it's like this paper is different than the front. The front, it was that glossy, slick paper like what these maps are on, but this is like a cardstock. So you could actually write on these. You have, a few pages of those. And then you get to your end sheet, your brown vinyl, and then your calfskin liner. And that's it. Now, check out those ribbons. Look how they did those. The front two for the Old Testament are on top of each other, and the back two on the New Testament on top of each other. You do see here, too, you also have brown head and tail bands. The only aggravating part to me about the ribbons being stacked like that was I'm doing the Tabletop magazine Read Through the Bible in a Year, and you have a reading in the Old Testament and a reading in the New Testament. So I'm using one of the markers from my Old Testament, and then I always like to put a marker at the Psalms, and then for the New Testament, I put my marker there, and then I use the other one for the book of Acts, which is where we're at church. Our pastor is preaching through the book of Acts right now. And it was very hard to, it wasn't really hard, but it was just aggravating to have to separate them and figure out which is which to keep them from crossing over. So, Crossway, if you happen to see this, which I don't know that you will, but if you do, work on those ribbon markers. I'm not brave enough to change them. I know a lot of people say, oh, well, that's an easy fix. Not for me. I'm not crafty, and even if I was, I'm definitely not brave enough to try to tear this thing apart to put new ones in. But anyway, that's my review of this Bible. I love it. I can't recommend it enough. It's a good everyday carry. It doesn't weigh very much. It's easy to hold on to, easy to read. It's a good thin Bible. You could easily slip it in a backpack, briefcase, purse, whatever you use to carry your Bible with. But make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification, like, comment. Look me up on Instagram and Facebook. You can find me under Rural Bible Reviews on both of those. And until next time, grace and peace.